Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, bringing you guys Promised Neverland episode 6. I actually just had to look at my file name because I forgot the episode we were on, even though I, just opened it and everything. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Obviously, can't answer me. You can tell me in the comments. But anyway, real quick, just to let you guys know, I'm mentioning this at the start of all of my series. And since, we are on episode 6, but I just got it launched, so I'm just getting it, so this is gonna be the first time I announce it. The rest of the time, I'll mention it at the end of the videos, but, my Patreon is up and running now, so if you have any interest in supporting me, or want to, vote on shows once I get enough patrons to do votes, and, full-length timer-based reactions, for all of my shows, you can check out my Patreon. There'll be a link in the description. Obviously, you're not obligated to do that. Nothing else is going to change. It's just basically more content for you guys. So let's just talk about the previous episode. So, we had let's see, episode 5. Okay. I usually think about this stuff before I start the episode. About, like, what happened, so I can get right into it. So, Ray was discovered to actually be a traitor. It wasn't any kind of like joke or anything. Norman called him out on it, and he was right. It's been 6 years, I think it was, that he's been working for Mom, and we still don't know how he found out about the outside world in the first place. We also found out that he was the one to leave the stuffed animal behind and basically planned it all out for Norman and Emma to find out the truth and hatch their escape plan so he can escape too. Or that's what he says. We don't know if he's trustworthy yet, but I guess we're gonna find out more. So we left off, they had brought, in a previous episode, they had brought Gildra? Something like that, and Dawn into the fold about everything, and now Dawn is kind of freaking out because they found out about a secret room, and he is trying to get into it himself, and we had a big old cliffhanger a cliffhanger at the end of the episode where the door's opening while they're in Mom's room, and someone is gonna find them. I have the thought that it's just going to be either Norman or Emma or both of them, and they're going to talk him out of it, or Ray, I guess, too. One of those three, all three, a combination of them, is going to be the one that shows up and is just dramatic for nothing. They're just going to talk him down, get him to leave. But yeah, so I had some other theories, but I'm not going to go too in-depth on that because I want to get into the episode. And if you want to know some of my other theories, you can check out the discussion for the previous video, and I talk about like what I think could happen if it is Mom, or situations that could happen because of this, like downfalls. But like I said, I don't want to get all into it now, so let's just get into it. Alrighty, and we are gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Would you guys see that hand shaking? Right into the intro again. I really like this intro. This intro will be good to get me hyped. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I'm a little bit, I guess only you full-length special people hear me say this, but I'm a little bit on watching this episode right now because it's a different time than I normally watch episodes. So I'm really bad when I break my schedule. I'm a really schedule-based kind of person, and I always have like a set pattern where I do things, and if I break off that pattern, I'm like not motivated at all. But because I need to wake up early tomorrow, I can't be recording late at night like I usually do. So I'm recording now, because I need to get this episode all ready to be released for tomorrow. God, I love this intro so much. I need like I need a full version. I wonder if there's a full version. I know sometimes songs are like made for animes. Yeah. Alright, so starting off right here. No messing around. Yep, it's Ray. I think I saw the hair. Oh no, it's the little kid. Wow. Well, they subverted my expectations, but that's a little silly. This show and their camera angles. And I hate how the subtitles go on top sometimes. Yeah, that last one's pretty important. God, that's what I want to know. I want to know what's outside the wall. Did he steal the key? No way is he that good. Wow. Hmm. Oh boy. My theory of them getting caught and dying is a little getting a little sketchier. Huh. Well, they're gonna make it into the room, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if it was just Crone's room? Or Cone? Crone? Crone, I think. Oh, Morse code. Oh, that's so cool. So I wonder what it says. That's actually pretty cool. Ooh, trapdoor. So is this going to be the radio room? I'm assuming so. Run, doubt, danger, truth. I like that imagery. That's cool. Wow. I can't. I always say it. I underestimate Emma. But damn. Interesting. So maybe there's a resistance force outside the wall. That is kind of cool if it is. Now, I was wondering what he was looking at, but apparently he's just scared. Hmm. It's Connie's bunny. I wonder if he's gonna realize that they were lying and she's dead because of that. Will he jump to that conclusion, though? Hmm. So he puts his mark on all these books that are by different authors and publishers, so how does he get his mark on all of this stuff? You know, it's like her trophies for like serial killers that take trophies. Is this the communication stuff? Yup. His face. Oh my god. I'm gonna cough. Oh no. Hmm. He starts panicking. Shouldn't be having this conversation here, though. You need to get in, do whatever you want to do, and get out. Shouldn't be chatting. Chat about this later. Rip, baby. That's what I was thinking. Oh. Phil. Damn. Ooh. I have a theory I'm gonna try to remember to talk about. Uh-oh. Hmm. Bum bum bum. She's gotta know something, right? She isn't, I mean, he doesn't have any eyes. He must be evil. How'd they get the key? They did say there was two exits, right? There was one to the bathroom and one to her room, I believe. So they must have came out of the side room, or out of the opposite room, not the one that Mom was in, and dropped the key for one of the kids to find. I think she's suspicious after hearing that noise and then getting the key. She's gotta realize, right? I guess they're kind of piecing it together. That's why you don't lie in the first place. Are they gonna get interrupted? Yep. Hmm. Well, do you want to stay here and get eaten, or do you want to go to a world full of enemies and maybe live? God, I guess Don was not a good person to tell. He is way too emotional. Oh, he punched Ray too? I didn't even notice that. My bad. Alright. I mean, they shouldn't have lied to him in the first place, but he's also pretty, like, stupid and. Well, not stupid, but he's overly emotional and he can't think things through before he does them. This view says they're being watched. Whenever they have angles like that. Yeah. Clearly. To be fair, Ray shouldn't have to apologize too much because Ray was against them lying, so. Right? Pretty sure. This camera angle again. Yeah, there's got to be someone watching, right? I mean, they made that obvious right there, but all right, 1 week until they try to escape. What'd you come up with, Emma? Nothing? Something? Wait, did she just say the plan but not tell us? Is that what just happened right there? Or was she talking about the plan to escape with everyone? Interesting. Jesus Christ. I was like a little focused on that like peaceful scene with the peaceful music, and then it just cut to kids laughing really loud running down the stairs. Just like sudden. What is it? Yellow things? I don't know. What would it have been? Alright. So distract mom, someone climbs up the wall and looks. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. So he already got detergent though, or is this like before he got it? Hmm. So he's working for her but doesn't have a deal to like live, huh? Interesting. So why was he help I mean, I guess he was helping her before to escape, but Crone. She is so animated. Jesus Christ. It's a lie! It's a lie! Oh man, alright. Interesting. I always get sketched out because I know what the monsters do with this food. And when it shows the food on the table and I see that, like, meat in a figure 8 symbol, I wonder if it's human. Wonder if that's the monster's dinner plate. Do 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 do. I've been liking the shows I've been watching. I've been really liking the intros and outros for them. Like almost all of them. Alright, outro is nearly over. We'll see if we have any after credits, and then if not, we go into the discussion. I don't think this show has any previews, right? Yeah, so that's it. Alrighty. Let's stop that, do this. Alright, guys, so that is the end of episode 6. So that was a pretty good episode. There was some tension, but it was mostly like more build up. Which I guess that's kind of like the theme of the show, is because they're trying to figure out how to escape. So they throw in some twists here and there, but for the most part, it's about getting ready to escape. So it's obvious that it would be build up, because this is all just build up to when they escape, which it's starting to look like is going to be the end of the season, and maybe we'll see the outside a little bit, like a brief glimpse, and then it'll be like, read the manga, or wait for season 2 kind of thing, which is going to kind of stink because I want to know more about the outside, but they do keep giving us hints. So we had, I think the first thing to talk about was what we saw right away, which was I like the fact that they subverted our expectations by having Phil go in the room. But I'm starting to get a little worried because I've had this inkling in the back of my mind, but I haven't said it, that Phil might be a spy, even though he's kind of young. And maybe he's not even like an intentional spy, but Mom or Crone might be using him to kind of like send information in a non-obvious way. So like, for instance, what if the message in those books is kind of a trap sort of thing? And Mom told Phil about it because Phil is like just a little kid, but he's the one that noticed like the Morse code on the symbol. Or maybe he noticed the symbol, like maybe he was like, oh look, this owl is on this book of mine, but why does the ring look different than this book? Like, maybe he didn't know it was Morse code and he just saw that, and it is just like a kid's rambling that noticed it. Or Mom is trying to filter information and kind of, like, told him. She's like, hey, did you know these books have Morse code on them? Isn't that cool? In just like a passing conversation, and didn't even tell him to tell anybody, but figured, he's a kid, he's gonna talk to people, and leaked it that way, kind of thing, in order to like get the trap out there. It's just a theory. It might be wrong. but also the fact that he showed up at the perfect moment in Mom's room right then, apparently playing hide and seek, when they were so scared to go into Mom's room, you'd think everyone else would know that they're not supposed to go into Mom's room. Or maybe they were more scared because they're trying to get in the secret room, and maybe Mom's room really is fine to go into. Which would also debunk that theory of mine. So there's definitely a lot of ways around that theory that Phil is like in on stuff, but um, I have had that little inkling, and he keeps showing up and being mentioned, so maybe. But yeah, so that's that thought. But it ended up being neither of my expectations, because I thought either it was gonna be one of the kids, as in Norman, Ray, or Emma, or it was gonna be Mom, and they might have died there, because we know the show can kill people. I'm waiting until they kill more people. I know Mom is trying to avoid that because she doesn't want to be found out. Like, she doesn't want to get in trouble. So that's why she hasn't killed the people, even though we all know she knows who it is, who's involved. But yeah, so they snuck into that room and didn't really learn anything. They looked at the communication stuff and they found out stuff that Emma and them already knew. So really, they might have gotten discovered because Mom was definitely suspicious, for absolutely no reason. Like, as far as I can tell, they didn't benefit. They didn't benefit at all from going down there. Which kind of sucks. I wish they would have found something at least, like, made their stupidity be worth it, but I guess this is how it goes. But on that note, Don is very overly emotional. He redeemed himself a little bit at the end of the conversation where he kind of realized, it seemed like, and didn't like I guess they apologized to him, and I think he might have apologized to, yeah, well, he apologized for punching and all that, but I still feel like he's overly emotional, and I feel like this is gonna happen again, and it's gonna, like, hinder the plans more. But I'm, like, that kind of person where I don't understand when people get that emotional about stuff, because one, I'm not in their situation, and two, I'm not a super emotional person. Like, I try to keep things, like, I try to keep a level head when I'm dealing with stuff. So if someone's, like, getting angry with me and yelling at me, I don't, like, freak out like some people do and, like, yell back and cause a big scene or hit them or do something like that. I usually just take it and, sometimes I'll reply with, like, a passive-aggressive remark or something. But most of the time, I just won't reply. If someone's sitting there yelling at me for something stupid, then I just don't reply. Let them get it out of their system and move on, because getting into a fight isn't going to help anything. But that's kind of like how I am, so when I see people getting overly emotional like this, it's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from, because I don't completely understand. That's just how it is. Like, I can see, like, I understand that people are like that, so it's not like a fake anime thing, but I just don't fully understand it myself because of my personality. Anyway, but, yeah. So, they came up with a plan to peek over the wall. I guess, I don't know who it's gonna be, but one of them is gonna climb the wall. They're also gonna distract Mom, and they're gonna take a look around, I guess. I don't think they're going down the other side of the wall. I think they're just going up on it to look around. Maybe they do go down the other side. I doubt it, though, but that'd be kind of cool to see. Would be kind of cool to see if they do go down and, like, look around the outside, even though it could be in the middle of the forest and they don't see anything. God, yawning all day. Um, but yeah, so what else happened this episode? Uh, there was what was the big theory? I said it too during this episode. I was like, ooh, I got a big theory about that. Shoot. Um, shoot. Was that the whole theory about Phil being in on it? No, maybe not. Oh, crap. What was it? I'm trying to skim. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to skim through the episode real fast. And, see if I can find the point where I mentioned that, like, because it was something that happened. They're going through all the books. I really like the imagery, though, with the, it had, like, the owls in the background while they're going through it. I thought that was pretty cool. Really? I'm, like, at the beginning of the episode. Shit. How do I always forget theories like this? I'm trying to think about what else happened during the episode. So we had Crone find them at the end. We had Norman looked underneath Ray's bed, and underneath the panels, he found something. Huh. But I couldn't tell. It was like yellow, and I don't know what it was. I'm so angry at myself for not knowing what that big theory was. Because I'm gonna remember while editing, and I'm gonna be pissed. And I am almost... yeah. I don't think I'm gonna find it, guys. I'm sorry. I want to talk about something, but yeah, so I guess the last bit that I can think of... I have no idea why he wants detergent, and... what was the other thing? He wanted detergent and, one other thing, and I can't think of what they're for, unless they're specifically to make, what's her name? Make Mom think that Norman wants to kill him. But I feel like Norman has like dual purpose. He took this stuff for a reason, right? And actually, shoot. So I feel like he took them for a reason, but then gave a fake reason as to why he was getting them. And okay, maybe it was the Phil theory. So I think Phil being an inside person might have been that crazy thought I had. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I just got to the part in the episode where I said that, but I didn't have any kind of revelation by seeing that, except right before that scene, they were talking about Phil being the one to mention, like, the Morse code and everything. And that's where I got the Phil theory of him possibly being an inside person. Okay. I'm done looking through the video. I am focused on this. I'm really sorry, guys. My memory is shit. I really need to take notes. But, yeah, so I think Norman got the detergent and whatever that other stuff was, for some kind of purpose, which I can't figure out, but also to trick Mom into thinking that, you know, he's getting all these different ways to kill her, like a hammer, poisons, a rope for strangling, because they mentioned a rope that isn't long enough to, like, climb over the wall, which probably long enough to strangle someone with. But, yeah, so that's interesting. Like I said, I have no idea what's under Ray's bed. Some kind of yellow thing. I don't know. I know he's the one that's supposed to find a way out, but maybe there's supplies or something to take with him, like food or something like that. I have no idea. But I think the last thing to really mention for this episode was Crone showing up at the end and wanting to team up, which obviously she wants to be a mom, so she's not gonna go along with letting all the kids escape. So that's obvious. If she helped all the kids escape, there's no way she'd be a mom. But yeah, so I'm curious what they're gonna do, like what they're gonna say to her. I don't know, were they just at recess kind of thing, or were they going to climb over the wall at that point? I'm not 100% sure about that. If they're going to climb over the wall, that sucks that Crone just got in the way of that. But they might have just been like walking and discussing. I don't know when they were planning on climbing over. But they also didn't have anyone distracting Mom, so I don't think they were going to climb over. Um, I think they were just, roaming around talking. But yeah, so interesting stuff. I look forward to seeing what like the rest of the series has to offer. I really want to know more about the other side. The Morse code thing was fantastic. That kind of helped with knowing more about the outside, because that gives us a thought that there might be civilization out there. Because I don't know how this stamp got on those books, because they said they're different publishers, I believe, which means it's not the publisher and it's not the author. So is it the person that brings the books to the farm, maybe? Puts those stamps on them before he delivers them? I don't know. But, curious stuff. I really want to know more. Thank you guys for watching, though. I'm gonna call it there, because I gotta get to editing. I gotta get to bed soon, actually. So pretty much I'm gonna be editing, probably eating something while I edit, and then going to bed shortly after. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.